What's good, y'all? It's your boy Tony the Savant. I'm back with another one. See the title of this video. Shout out to the BCE, the SCE, my boy Mello, that's the prez. Shout out to my boy Jeezy, that's the manager. Shout out to my cousin Hawk, been supporting since day one. I love that and I love you, G. Let's get into the meat and potatoes. Austin Reeves recently came out with his top 5 shooting guards all time. Okay, I'm a little I'm a little mixed as to why about this list. Let me say that because you started off strong, AR. You started off strong, bro. AR 15, and then you just dropped off. You dropped off. Number 4, I don't understand it, but nonetheless, I seen this in one of my groups, one of my networks. You know what I mean? I seen this his list. And I was like, well, let's address it because I agree with the first 3. The last 2 is just crazy. So, Austin Reeves, his top 5 shooting guards of all time. He had number 1, Michael Jordan. I mean, unanimous. I think we all agree with that one. Number 2, Kobe. Another one I think we all agree with. Number 3 is a little bit more controversial, but I think we've all settled that Dwayne Wade is the best. The best shooting guard and that the 3rd best shooting guard all time. I don't think you're gonna get many arguments with that. I would say that Jerry West has a case. You know what I mean? A lot of people think that Jerry West was a point guard, excuse me, and that's rightfully so. Jerry West was, proverbially the first. Not gonna say first, but he was first. More popular wise, combo guard. You know what I mean? He did play a little point guard. He did play shooting guard, but as far as him being a bucket, you know what I mean, you have to put him in a shooting guard category as far as what he did, his actual impact on the game. Much like Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson on paper would be a shooting guard, but the production he gave you, the role he played on the team was of that of a shooting guard. So that's who I think of, as far as comparison, apples to apples. When I think of Jerry West, I just think of the prototype that Allen Iverson came with as well. So you can make a case that Jerry West was the quote-unquote 3rd best for whatever shooting guard of all time. I mean, the first 3, like I say, he started off strong. I agree with those first 3. That's how mine is. I would argue that number 4, he had James Harden, which is just atrocious. I mean, where? You know what I mean? James Harden is a product of today's NBA. You know what I mean? He has a lot of the stats. He's made a lot of money, but he ain't showed nothing in the biggest moments of his career. Literally nothing. There's very few big playoff games with James Harden. There's very few big moments where like a crucial moment with James Harden. I know this past playoffs, he hit that big shot, and I think it was a game 6. When Philly and Boston was going at it in the Eastern Conference Finals. Eastern Conference semis. Yeah, because it was the Heat and Boston in the finals. So, in the Eastern Conference Finals. Anyway, he had that big shot. But after that, he just kind of dropped off the face of the planet. Game 7, I believe he played horrible. And I put a lot more of that blame of that series on Joel Embiid as the MVP, but that's only because I have longed been cut off James Harden as far as him being anything great or anything like that. When I say great and I'm saying James and I'm speaking about James Harden, I'm speaking about his talent. His ability to score. He's a great scorer. He'd be in that category, but not a great shooting guard by any means. But nonetheless, Austin Reeves had him number 4. I adamantly disagree with that. Like I say, I would make more of a case for Tracy McGrady as the 4th best. You could throw Clyde Drexler in the mix. I mean, you could throw a number of names in there. Those are the 2 I think of at the top. I think Vince Carter. I wouldn't say all time. Joe Dumars isn't all time. Mitch Richmond. I wouldn't say all time, but these are dudes that at the shooting guard position defined the shooting guard. You know what I mean? They actually produced and they fulfilled the role. So these are the dudes that I made a little list myself of possible number 4s that I would probably throw in there. And those are the names I came with, 4s and 5s, because the next one, I mean, this is one of my favorite players too. This is one of the greatest what ifs in the NBA. I say T-Mac is too, to a degree. But Brandon Roy is who he chose as number 5. Now, my issue with that is not so much him choosing Brandon Roy, because when Brandon Roy was good, he was one of the greats. He was one of the better shooting guards in the league. Let me say that. I think he had a nice run from like '06, '07 to 2009, 2010. You know what I mean? That was the Brandon Roy window before his injuries started settling in. But nonetheless, he had him at number 5. And like I said, I don't really have a qualm with that. Let me not sound like I'm capping. I'm not really mad at that pick. It's just I'm kind of upset with the body, because on body of work you could go with Tracy McGrady. Like I say, Tracy McGrady was another great what if, but his his window, his peak, his production window was a lot. You know, we have a lot more of a body of work when it comes to Tracy McGrady than we do Brandon Roy. So, and definitely Tracy McGrady, you know, just amongst the basketball communities is a respected figure. You know what I mean? We all, I think, at one point liked Lil T-Mac and thought he was one of the better, if not the best, shooting guard in the league. Him and Kobe used to go at it like, you know, this. And speaking of my boy Marlo, we was talking last time, and we compared Kobe and T-Mac. We made a nice little, you know what I mean, a lane for Kobe and T-Mac. They was the Sub-Zero and the Scorpion in they peaks, man. You know, we got vivid memories, we got games, we got YouTube videos, definitely, of these two going at it, and it was always just like they canceled each other out. They were so good and so great that the one-on-one between these two was such a classic matchup that it just reminded you of Sub-Zero and Scorpion for those back, you know, in our day. You know what I mean? If you really understand that dynamic. But anyway, that's what it was, and so that's who I would have put. You know, I'm sorry. Once again, Austin Reeves. He had Michael Jordan, Kobe, James Harden, the number 4. No, I'm sorry. Michael Jordan, Kobe, Dwayne Wade, James Harden, and Brandon Roy as his top 5. And I'm not mad at that. Like I say, I would probably sub out James Harden definitely for Tracy McGrady, and I'd probably put number 5 for me personally, Clyde Drexler. Like I said, you could squeeze in Allen Iverson, who was, like I say, I explained earlier, was more of a shooting guard because of his production and the role he played on the court. I'm also not mad if you squeeze in a Joe Dumars, who was, in his time, you know, with the Pistons, was a solid dude, you know, very productive. I think Joe Dumars got a Finals MVP as well. So I mean, even if that's the case, I believe he did. Wait, I'm in the studio, guys. Let's get it. I'm tripping. When I'm in the office, aka the car, it's kind of hard for me to do my on the spot, you know, research. So hold on, let me look at the database. Did Joe Dumars win a Finals MVP? I'm interested because while we here, Finals MVP. Yes, Joe Dumars, June 6, 1989. Finals MVP Joe Dumars of the Pistons beat the Lakers. James Worthy in scores during Game 1 of the. That's a random. I guess that's just some kind of random. But yes, Joe Dumars got it in '89. So that's definitely a tilt to the hat to him. Like I say, you can put Joe Dumars in there as one of the best shooting guards to ever do it. Mitch Richmond. I'm trying to think of somebody off the top. I really had to go off. Think, you know, back in the gap. Not even back in the gap. Even these cats today. I'm just gonna go with those guys because for the sake of the video and the time, I ain't gonna hold y'all. But that's Austin Reeves top 5. I'm not mad at it, but we definitely got to get James Harden out of here, man. I'm sorry. I'm James Harden, Kevin Durant, gotta go, man. I'm sick of these dudes, bro. You know, just being continuous disappointments and still making superstar money, still getting superstar press. Nah, bro. And Austin Reeves, I'm sorry, bro. I guess this is the disadvantage of asking a younger guy. You know what I mean? You asking these younger dudes. Austin Reeves is young enough. He came up in the James Harden, like when James Harden was doing all that scoring, I say 5-10 years ago. Austin Reeves was still just a kid coming up in the game. So I understand, you know, if you got caught up in the James Harden hype. But what I will not accept is James Harden being an all-time great. No, I respect your opinion, Austin Reeves, But that's cap, sir. That is cap. You know what I mean? If you really had an understanding of the history of the game, like I said, you got so many other names in the hat you could choose from. Was Bernard King a shooting guard? I don't know. I think you could probably put him shooting guard, small forward. For the sake of this video, shooting guard Bernard King. You know what I mean? I'm taking him over James Harden. Facts. So anyway, that's all I got for this video. It's your boy Tony the Savant. Please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content. Also, small plug, if you have a business, a venture, anything that you do that you would like to be promoted or get some free prep, I ain't gonna say free, but you know what I mean, you want to get some easy press, some promotion, please hit me up on Facebook or leave a comment here. I'll definitely receive it. If you want your business or whatnot promoted, let me know. I want my platform to be a hub of where people can come get information, get entertainment, and also, you know what I mean, be a little bit of a news network for up and coming people that's in the game in their lanes as well. So just a little something I'm trying to do, a little something that's new, give back to the people that give to me. So anyway, that's it for this video. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. It's your boy Tony the Savant. I'm not a player, I'm not a coach, I'm a savant. Peace.